Hello, Amy. How are you? Hello, Edith. How are you also, Edith? Hello, Timing Lifestyle. How are you? Hello, hello, EJ Amongan. How are you? It's nice to see you here. All hits more. How are you? Thanks for coming. Wesley Maffer, how are you? It's great to see you here in our live streaming. I just need to adjust the light here. Oh, that's great. All hits more. Are you working at this time? Oh, yeah. Happy Lunar New Year to you, Timing Lifestyle. Hello, Samyula Banguzai. Good morning to you. It's afternoon here in Australia. Hi, Ruthie. How are you? Okay. How do you use this one, yeah? Is it okay now? I put it into the landscape form. Oh, thanks, Samyula. Is it better now? I just want to ask. Apologies because I'm trying to use the iPad for the screen and I'm using another phone for answering you. Kuya Raf, good afternoon. In oh yeah, Christera's Life, good afternoon. Thank you. Yep, Timing Lifestyle. Yes, you just need to go to my channel so that I can respond to you because I'm a busy person and I just have a bit of time to interact with the subscribers. Hello, Christera's Life. How are you, my friend? Elsa Fur, thank you for coming. Uh, I think it's having a feedback because I'm using Apple gadgets and it's syncing to each other. So when I'm talking, I can hear the feedback of what I'm saying. Apologies for that. I just want to know if the screen is already okay because I rotated the iPad and I'm not sure if I'm in front of you or I'm on your side. So, can you just tell me if it's okay or not so that I can just flip the phone, the iPad or the iPhone? Hello, my friends. It's nice to see you around. Is it okay now? Or do I need to still adjust it? Okay, let's fix it first before we'll start. Maybe I'll just use my iPhone. Let's see how I can do it. Uh, Apologies for this. Is it okay now? Okay, that's great. Thank you for bearing with me. It's so difficult to prepare everything and using different gadgets for the screen, for the messages, and for sending messages also. Salwa Thieves, hello, how are you? It's great to see you here, my friend. Is that okay now? Grow with Ira, thank you for coming. Is it better now? So that we can move on with what we're doing. Again, my friends, I thank you for being here with me this afternoon. It's been a great pleasure for me to see you here. on my live stream. First, let's greet each other. You can say hi, whoever is inside, and just tell them, hello, how are you? If they're okay or not. All of us here needs to greet each other, welcome each other, and know each other well. Okay, the last time that I went live streaming, I discussed it with you that we will have an interactive conversation and discussion about a topic. And one of you, hello Ken Crit Channel, how are you? It's great to see you here. Thank you for coming to my live streaming. Okay, I've said the other day that we're gonna be discussing a certain topic, and someone suggested that we'll have a topic about breaking bad habits. But before we're going to discuss about breaking bad habits, we need to, oh yeah, that's great to know, Ken Krat. Happy Chinese New Year too. So I've told you that we're gonna discuss about breaking bad habits. I know each one of us has our own habits, of which we always do in our daily lives. And sometimes we think it's okay, but it's not okay, because many people are being affected with what we've been doing. So, okay, Satria Batang Hitam from Indonesia, thank you for coming. You're welcome. Okay, now, when we discuss about bad habits, we need to understand first how habits develop. There are theories that involve the development of bad habits. Now, there are 3 R's that I want you to understand and to know. First, there is what we call reminder. So remember that word, reminder. That theory has something to do with the development of a habit. It's kind of like trigger. It's kind of a cue. It's a conscious behavior, such as like you're feeling nervous, you're biting your nails, you're doing like this to your fingers, or maybe you're closing your eyes, winking your eyes. So sometimes it becomes a habit. But we need to understand, and we need to be reminded that they are just cues or triggers that will form and develop a habit in our life. Okay, the other R is called routine. Yeah, so when we say routine, it's a behavior associated with a trigger. Like when you flush the toilet, it gives you the cue to wash your hands. When you feel nervous, it triggers you to bite your nails. And when you do something over and over again, it becomes a behavioral routine. And it will definitely affect you as a person. Okay, so we discussed reminder, routine, And the other one is reward. Now, the reward associated with a behavior also makes a habit stick. If you do something that causes enjoyment or relieves distress, the pleasurable release of dopamine on your brain can make you want to do it again. So it's just like in the habit of eating. You know, uh, you want to eat something and you keep on eating that food because it gives you enjoyment. You want to drink something like drinking Coke, you keep on doing it because it gives you pleasure or it satisfies your thirst. Yeah? And it's just like when you smoke, you keep on doing it, you keep on smoking because it gives you pleasure. That's why you keep on repeating one thing because it gives you enjoyment. Like, I have a habit of touching my nose. It becomes a habit because when I touch my nose, it gives me the pleasure and that sensation that, oh, it's nice, it feels nice, it feels great. So when I keep on touching my chin, it gives me a kind of pleasure that I want to touch it again and again and again. If I will touch my ear and it gives me that kind of tingling, I will keep on touching my ears because it gives me enjoyment and pleasure. It's the same with food. Why do you keep on eating sweet food? Even if you know that it's affecting your diet, it's because it gives you pleasure. It gives you satisfaction. When you eat something, especially if it's sweet, wow, it's really yummy. Like when you drink coffee, because some people are really good coffee lovers. They love to drink coffee at any time of the day. And why do they keep on doing it? Because it gives them pleasure. It gives them satisfaction. And that one cup of coffee, there will be additional cups of coffee on a day until it will become a habit that you don't want to get rid of coffee anymore. Same with cigarette, same with the food, binging with food, same with like if you keep on reading a book or if you keep on playing a game, a certain game on your iPad, on your computer, on your phone, and it gives you pleasure, sometimes you don't want to stop anymore. You want to keep on doing it. Oh, it's pleasurable. I love to play games. I love to feel that feeling of satisfaction, especially if I'm winning. But you will recognize that it's not just a game. Sometimes you become addicted to it because you don't want to stop playing game anymore. You don't want to stop doing that, especially when you're leveling up. So you always want to level up until such time you can see yourself, you already forget, hi Cora, how are you? That's great, I'm fine, thank you. So sometimes you forget everything else, like you're supposed to cook because it's time to cook. You're supposed to prepare dinner because it's almost dinner time, but sometimes you still keep on playing a game because it's pleasurable for you. You found enjoyment in playing a game, and that's not really good at times. So everything in our lives that's over is not really healthy. Yeah. Okay, before we will continue, if you have any question about a habit, or do you want to share about your habit and you wanted to discuss with other uh, viewers here, you can just feel free to type and do something so that we can discuss it. Okay? Do you have any questions about habits, or do you have any habits that you have been doing? Okay, Ruthie said hallelujah. Okay, because we will be discussing about habit, and I don't know what habit do you have. I know I have my own habit. When I start, uh, this is a funny thing. When I start doing YouTube, I don't want to end YouTube. I just want to just watch videos here and there, uh, interact with friends, give them messages of comfort, assuring them that I'm watching their videos. It's addicting, very addictive, but we need to have control over anything in our lives, or else it will become a bad habit. Habit code to clean the house. Uh, Cleaning the house is a routine, and you need to clean the house because if you will not clean the house will be dirty, and if people will visit your house, it will not be presentable. So it's part of your daily routine. Okay, what else? Who else can share something about habit? Do you have anything to discuss? Do you have any suggestion, idea, insights about habit? You can just feel free to open up. Because a bit later, I'm going to give you some tips about habit. Okay? Do you have any questions before we will proceed? Any questions? Oh, Edith said cleaning the kitchen. What else can you say? By the way, it's Chinese New Year, so happy Chinese New Year to everyone. Greet each other and assure them of the simple celebration, just simple celebration. Okay, no questions. Habit good to love my children and grandchildren. Uh, it's it's already in there. You love your children, you love your grandchildren because they're part of your being as a person and as a mother. Okay, any other suggestions or inputs about habits? As I've said earlier, uh, there are some theories associated in the development of habits, like the reminder. You've been seeing cues in yourself, in your life, that triggers that habit. Sometimes you feel nervous, sometimes you feel satisfaction, sometimes you feel like you want to do it again and again and again and again, and it formally becomes a habit. And then the routine that you've been doing, like you want to touch your nose, you want to uh, pinch your chin, you want to touch your ears, you want to always scratch your head. Okay, and it said to clean the surrounding. Yeah, it's good to be cleaning, but over cleaning is not really okay anymore. I've met someone like The house is clean already. Everything is okay already. But then, every step of the way, like when you get inside the house, uh, that person will follow you through. They will follow you because whenever you make a step forward inside the house, they will clean or they will wipe the footprints of your feet, and that's really not good anymore because it's offending. It's very offensive to the other person that you've been doing that. Well, you can clean it after the person will go or will leave, but not that you will be following the footsteps of a person and wipe the the floor because of the footprints. Okay, any other inputs or insights about habits? Oh yeah. What? Okay, so that we will understand habits better, what is it that you've been doing that's giving you the satisfaction? What is it that you've been doing that's giving you the adrenaline to keep on doing it? Like, you won't stop until you will do it. And when you start doing it, you will keep on doing it. Can I ask you something? Who among us is not addicted to games? Who loves playing games in your phone or on your phone? Do you stay long in playing games? Ruthie, are you playing games on your phone? Do you have a break in playing games? How about you, Cora? Do you play games on your phone? Edith, are you fond of playing games? Amy, are you fond of playing games? You know the feeling of satisfaction when you level up? Oh, I miss those times that I've been playing the Candy Crush Soda, and I've reached already more than 1,000 level, and I still want more. And it's getting, oh yes, I play in limited time. That's great. Everything needs to have a limit. Because sometimes when you start playing a game, you have that competitive spirit that you won't stop until you win. There's a new game that I have been playing this time, and that's what we call Word Wars. Oh, no play games in my CP. Yeah? That's very good of you, Edith. So you have control over yourself. No play games in my CP. So just messages, just doing Facebook or doing YouTube. If you're not aware, that would be very addictive also. Yeah, so we need to be very careful with that. Okay, so with what I said earlier, I've been playing this Word War. It's a nice game. It's just about word. I love to play word games. I love to compete with someone mentally using my brain. How many words can I make if I can beat that person when it comes to words and even the meanings of words, and I won't stop until I will be able to level up. But I did not realize that it's becoming a habit already on me, that when I wake up, I'm looking for it. Oh, okay, Amy said I play in just an hour. Oh, that's good. You have a limit in doing or playing your game. And then Edith said, no play games in my CP. But you know what? when I've been doing YouTube and I start conversing and interacting with the friends and people here, I realized that I have that habit already. There are times that I need to wake up as early as 2 o'clock just to respond or just to connect with the viewers or with the subscribers. And it affected my health. I lack sleep already. I can't sleep well. I sleep late at night because even when I'm already in bed, I've been thinking about, oh, I still have people uh, to visit on their channels. I still have to uh, connect to them, and it's affecting me. So it's not turning good. Okay, Abduhan said I have to control myself. Each of us needs to do that, or else our lives will be a mess. Edith Abduhan said, yes, Lord. That's great, Edith. Okay, so we will continue with what we've been discussing about habits. Now there are some tips, or here are some tips that I will give you so that you'll be aware of what's going on in your life and if you're already addicted to something or not. Cooking vlog with Rizwana. Good afternoon. How are you, my friend? I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for coming on my live streaming. Okay, so let's proceed with what we've been discussing. Okay, I said earlier, oh, I'm going to give you some tips, and the first tip that I'm going to give you is to identify the triggers of that habit. How to identify the trigger of that habit? Simple. First, you need to ask yourself, where does the habitual behavior happen? Where did it happen? How did it happen? Like, what time of the day is that habit been occurring? And how do you feel when it happens? Are you feeling sad? Are you feeling so active? Are you feeling so satisfied? Uh, are you feeling so great? So you need to ask some questions so that you can identify the triggers. Like, are other people involved whenever you're doing it? Does it happen right after something else? This thing that I'm going to share to you is a reality. I love to eat pistachios. Actually, every week we're buying pistachios, and we're not just buying one pack. We're buying two. And when I start eating the pistachios, I don't want to stop anymore. I just keep on eating. I just keep on putting everything in my mouth. So it's kind of habitual already. So I told my husband, because we're sitting beside each other, I told my husband, when you see that I'm already keeping on eating and eating and eating, you need to remove the food near me. And he looked at me with a question, like, what? And I told him You need to remove the food near me because my mouth won't stop eating unless it will be removed from there, because whenever I see the food, I just want to fill my mouth, fill it with something again and again and again and again. And it's not helping because I I gained weight and my tummy became bigger, that my pants won't fit me anymore. Even my clothes, they're getting tighter on me. So it affected my health. And instead of thinking of something nice, something good for myself, and even for for my husband or for ourselves, I'm always thinking about food. So it becomes an addiction to me. So my husband is taking care of me. That's why whenever there's food there, if it's too much already, he will just remove it. Okay? So, what else can you say about habit? What thing in your life do you keep on doing, and that act gives you the satisfaction and enjoyment? As I've said earlier, playing games is nice and it's giving us a satisfaction and enjoyment that we're achieving something. But if it's too much, it's not good already. So we need to be very careful with that. Okay? So, what I said earlier, one tip that I gave you is to identify the trigger. So if you know that food is becoming a trigger to you to form a bad habit, then you need to remove the trigger. I did not say that you're not going to eat food anymore, but you need to be aware of yourself that food or constant binging on food or constant eating of food is affecting your health already. I have to cook a food for every day. Okay. Yeah, true, kapatid. Ami said. Okay. So you need to remove the trigger. So I did not say that you're not going to eat. I did not say that you can't satisfy yourself with some indulgence or treats that you want to give yourself, but there's a limit. I and my husband, we have this what we call indulgence day, and that's during weekend, that when we go out for grocery shopping, I don't have to worry about the, the food that I need to cook. My husband will just tell me, don't cook because we'll be eating outside, or we'll just be buying food outside so that you don't have to cook and you can have a break in cooking. So it's our indulgence day. So whatever we want to eat or whatever we feel like eating, that's what we're going to buy. But it's not indulgence. Oh yeah, I'm Abduhan said drinking too much soda. You're right. Cora said also good habit will be applied to us, not bad. That's true. So everything that's too much is bad for us. So we need to be very careful with that. So like what I've said earlier, uh, we have indulgence day, but we're buying food that we need, not anything that will satisfy us for the sake of our wants. Okay, so drinking too much soda, I mean said, will cause high blood sugar or higher sugar intake. By the way, just for the sake of curiosity and for health purposes, I just want to share to you, especially to you, my siblings, when I went to the doctor because I'm having problems with my physical health, like I'm getting high sugar level on my body. And the doctor asked me, from what country are you and what nationality are you? And I said, I'm a Filipino. And she said, of course you eat too much rice, yeah, because you're eating rice 3 times a day or thrice a day. And I said, yeah, my siblings are doing that. I've been doing that before, but this time that I'm here in Australia and I'm with my husband, I just eat rice like during lunchtime and during weekends at lunch. So it's just once a day, rice. But because all of you there, you're eating rice 3 times a day, aside from rice, you still have the viand, you have other meals, and you have coffee, you have milk, you have bread or sandwiches. Actually, that's too much already. Okay, I may said I just drink now occasionally due to its negative result. That's true. We have to avoid something. When we're used of drinking soft drinks and we know that it's not good for our health, then we have to avoid, remove the trigger, or uh, change it with something. Like you know that soft drinks is not good for your health, so why not just change it with juice? You know the uh, vitamin juice, not just the juice with sugar. It's the real juice, not concentrated one. It's the real, like if it's an apple juice, it's real apple juice. If it's orange juice, it's real orange juice. But I fear, because in the Philippines, when you buy juice, it has sugar on it, and it's kind of scary because it will affect your health. Okay, so we need to avoid that. So, as I've said earlier, remove the trigger. You identify the trigger that's forming a habit on you, and you need to remove that trigger. Okay, keep yourself away from that. If 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 you have a fridge and you have lots of soft drinks in your fridge, you need to change it with water. I see to it that I always drink water, not soft drinks. Hi, Anna Agra Fitness. How are you? Oh, by the way, Anna, we're discussing about bad habits, breaking bad habits, and I know you can help me with this because we're having an interactive live streaming, and you can share your experience in fitness, wherein you're doing exercise to have a healthy body. Because I'm sharing about uh, bad habits. Okay, Cora said I don't drink soft drinks anymore, but coffee 3 in 1 always. It's the same. Coffee is caffeine, so it will affect your health. So maybe Anna will share something to us, because Anna is doing fitness. She's always doing exercise, jumping jacks, different moves, different movements of exercise, workout, and it really helps. Anna, you want to share something? Yep. Okay. I don't say that you cannot drink coffee. Oh yeah, Anna Agra Fitness said, yes, I stayed away from sugary drinks since I started workout. That's right. Thank you. Thank you, Anna, for your input. And can you suggest to us what kind of food are you eating? Because we're talking about breaking bad habits, and just what I said earlier, like I love to munch on something. I love to eat nuts, like pistachios, but when I start eating, I don't want to end it. I always want it in my mouth, but I know it becomes a habit already. So uh, with those food or anything that we're eating or drinking that will affect our health, that will affect our body, what would be our substitute? Because I said earlier, to break the bad habit, we need to identify or know the trigger and then remove the trigger. So I'm I'm munching on nuts and I know it's not healthy for me, what would be the substitute? And if someone is always drinking soft drinks, what would be the substitute? Anna Agra said, I love eating mixed nuts, but without fruits. Why without fruits? What's wrong with fruits? Fruits are healthy. Or maybe it depends on fruits. Like what kind of fruit? Because there are some fruits that are very sugary or it's full of sugar. Like we love to eat grapes. I always ask my husband that we buy grapes every week because I really love grapes. Maybe it's because when I was young, I was not able to eat much grapes because we can't afford to buy grapes. Oh, I do smoothies. Hello, Judy's English World. How are you? Oh, thank you, my dear sister, for uh, being here. Okay, thank you, my friend Eman, for coming. Yeah, we're discussing about breaking bad habits. Anna Agra said, I mean, without the raisins of mixed nuts. Oh, that's great. I just found out this one. Thank you, Anna, for your input. And Judy, thank you. I've just watched your video this morning and they're really great. I love watching you teaching. I wish you can be with me discussing about this topic because I know you have many experiences about this also. And since you're from another country, you have habits there that we don't know. But if you feel free to share it with us, that would be great because we will be able to discuss something and you will be able to help us and we will be able to contribute to you also. Oh, do you love eating sugary food also, Jude, Eman? I love sweets, but this is a strange thing for me. I love to eat sweets, but when I finish eating sweets, I want to eat something salty also. And when I finish eating salty food, I want sweet again. So it's a kind of routine already. Oh, chocolates. I love chocolates. And man, I really love chocolates. I always ask my husband to buy me chocolates. And you know what? Because my husband is avoiding sugary food, especially chocolates and pasta. He's telling me to avoid cooking pasta. He's telling me to avoid eating chocolates. But since I'm craving for it, I always ask him, can you just buy me even just one, and then I'll be eating it one like once in a while, not always. I do that too, sweets and salty. We're the same, Anna. Well, Anna, I saw your body before because you showed to me that video that you're really healthy before, but you managed to work it out by doing exercise and workout, and you've maintained your body. Uh, Ours is different because we are already at our old age. They said we are what we eat, but it's really how we eat. That's true. We are what we eat, but the fact is, it's on how we eat. That's true. Because in my case, when I love the food that, oh, I was obese, 173 pounds. And what's your height? Because it depends on your height. Oh, Edith said, I cook vegetables every day. That's really healthy. Okay, so we're talking about food this time because for most of us, we don't really smoke, yeah? We don't really play games that much, but most of us are just having a habit of eating. I am 38, getting old too. 5'2". Okay, you're 5'2", I'm 5'3", and you can see my body. This is already me. But before, I'm just 55 kilos. But now I'm 64 kilos. So I gained weight. And maybe it's because of my age also. But anyway, uh, if we have that habit already of always eating something, and it becomes, it's not just a routine for us, but it's already a habit because we feel satisfaction. Hi, Canada Life. How are you, my friend? Thanks for coming. We're discussing about breaking bad habits. And most of us, we're trying to obese class 1 according to BMI. Okay, been big most of my adult life. My BMI is still the same since I came here in Australia. Hi, hello, Ultimate Movie Recaps. Thanks for coming. I eat rice twice a day, lunch and dinner. Actually, if we can avoid having rice most of the time, we can just divert it into something like maybe just have rice once a day. Sometimes I don't eat rice on a day because, well, I really struggled for it because I'm fond of rice, but my husband is not. So uh, okay, ultimate movie recaps. Excuse me, my friend. We'll try to avoid inviting someone directly, yeah, because it's against the policy of YouTube, and something will be deducted from you and something will be deducted from me. So we'll just have a fun conversation, a discussion that's very helpful, and that will help everyone also. Okay, so I said earlier some tips so that we'll be able to break the habit, identify the trigger, and then remove the trigger. So if you have the habit already of staying late at night, you need to go to bed early. And if you have a habit of always playing with your phone or sending messages through your phone, you need to turn off the phone, or you need to remove the phone from you, put it away. And if you have a habit of staying late at night by watching TV, turn off the TV because it will affect your sleep. Okay? Okay. So another tip that I can give you to break that habit is to focus on why you want to change. Why do you want to change? Like in my case, why do I want to change my way of eating food? When I went to the doctor said, you need to balance your life. You need to balance the food that you're eating. It's not always rice. Okay, Judy said, okay, Emman said, my way to lose weight is just replace sugar with honey. That's what I've been doing also, my dear sister. Instead of using sugar, I'm using honey. Okay, replace wheat with oats, vegetable oil with organic butter, and ghee. Butter and ghee replaced. Wow, that's great. That's great, Emman. Actually, for us Filipinos, it's not that easy to change what we've been eating because it seems very expensive. Like honey in the Philippines is very expensive, and the oil that we've been using in the Philippines, they're just an ordinary oil, and it's not like olive oil or vegetable oil, and not too much with organic. Like most of the people in the Philippines can't afford to buy those expensive ones. But I know they're good for the health because that's what we've been using here in Australia. Do more exercises regularly. Are you doing exercise, Emma? My husband is always asking me to do exercise like walking every day, but I'm lazy to walk. Like go out to walk. I feel lazy to walk. Because drink enough water. That's one thing that I lack also because I'm not fond of water. and definitely more vegetables. I love vegetables. Anna Agra said, eating healthy is really expensive. That's true. Okay. Well, I'm thankful to God that when I was already here in Australia, my husband is living a healthy life. Like, there's a limit in everything. Well, he can afford to buy a lot of things, but he's limiting it because of his health. I tried this diet. Okay, Emman said, I tried this diet and lost about, wow, 25 kilos? Good for you. Yes, Anna, my husband is an Australian, real Australian. That's why we have opposite personalities. Like, if you know Australians, they're very direct. And uh, when they talk, they're straight to the point, straightforward. And their way of living is different. Their culture is different. But I was able to adjust, and now I'm having a good life with my husband. And he's really good. Emma knows that my husband is very supportive of me, even in doing the YouTube channel. Okay, Ultimate Mover recaps. Be careful. Careful in inviting. Okay, so what else do we need to do? You need to have an understanding and focus on why do you have to change. Yeah, that's good. You can see, Anna, if you will watch some of my videos, you can see my husband there. Sometimes he's the one talking because he's very supportive of me. Every day I eat dark chocolate. Oh no. My husband loves dark chocolate, but not me. I want the one with a bit of sweetness. Nuts as a snack. Okay, I love nuts. I love to eat pistachios, cashew, peanuts. Yeah, they're nice. Nice to the body. Okay. So another tip. Yeah, dark chocolate is healthy. Focus on why do you want to change. Why do you want to change that habit? Why do you want to change that habit? Why do you need to get rid of that habit? Is it not helpful? Oh, I love trail nuts also. Especially when I was in the Philippines, I love ding dong. Ding dong. Yeah, ding dong. Ding dong. When you get older, nuts is our chips. Oh, I have the real chips. But my husband said it's not healthy. So whenever we go to the Mexican restaurant, we just buy the nacho salad because there's chips on it, and it's yummy with the vegetable salad. Oh yeah, that's great. Okay, so focus on why do you want to change yourself. Like on my physical body, I want to do exercise, and I want to get rid of more like sweet food because it's affecting my body. And oh yeah, you love ding dong. So Anna, are you in the Philippines or somewhere abroad? Because sometimes our lifestyle varies on the place where we're in. Like in the Philippines, either even if they want to do exercise, they can't go out nowadays because they're in lockdown or they're in level 3, alert level 3. And Pasig, are you in Pasig this time? You're so cute, Anna. Do you know that you're so funny and humorous whenever you do a short video of something, but there's a message on it? Okay, Edith said yes. Okay, so focus on why you want to change. Consider why you want to break the habit and what are the benefits resulting of breaking that habit. Just here in the Philippines, I just speak English in my vids to reach for bigger audience. That's great. Hmm. Yeah, but you're doing great in your videos. Yeah, it's not boring because there's a message behind each video that you upload, even if it's short. I love it. Okay, so in breaking bad habits, we need to enlist a friend's support. We need people to support us in breaking that habit because we cannot just get rid of it. We need people to encourage us that we're doing well in breaking that habit because it's not an abrupt situation, it's a gradual process. Okay, I need to drink water. It's a gradual process. Nothing is easy. Like if you're fond of hello Aishu, how are you? Good morning there. It's good afternoon here in Australia. Good afternoon Aishu. It's great to see you here. I'm fine, thank you Aishu. Thanks for coming. I love to watch your craft videos. I'm learning something. Happy to see you. Yes, I seldom I seldom show my face on the live streaming. I usually just upload uh, songs. But this time, I want to interact with friends, and we're having a great time. Aishu, we're sharing each other's thoughts about breaking bad habits. Okay. Anna said thank you. Yeah, thank you also, Anna. You're doing great, really doing great. Even Ash is doing great in his craft videos. Okay, so as I've said earlier, you need to enlist friends' support. If you have friends who can encourage you, who can support you in breaking that habit, or someone you need to talk to. Like sometimes it's there. Like you want to break that habit, but on your inner self, there's something or there's someone that's saying, no, don't. Oh, just move on. Just keep on doing that. It won't matter. It's just nothing. That's the inner you. So we need someone to support us, to affirm on us that we're doing great in breaking that habit. Okay? Okay. Now we need to practice mindfulness also. I just want to ask this question. Are you mindful of yourself? Okay, I'll make it this way. Are you mindful of your actions? That when you act something, do you think it will affect other people? Are you aware that sometimes when you talk, it affects other people? I'm very careful on this because most of the time, because I'm a straightforward person also, when I talk, I talk straight. When I say something straight. And some people don't like it. Like, if we are mindful of our thoughts, of our actions, of our conversation, of our words, we need to be aware. Oh yeah, Judy said sometimes. Yes, I know Judy is a strong-willed woman. She's very strong, very good, really good. Yeah, sometimes we're like that. We sometimes tend to forget that there are other people around us. People are looking at us with high regard. And when they see us acting differently, or when they're seeing us with a bad habit, it affects our whole life because their impression on us will change. Like, oh, I thought Arlene is good. Oh, I thought Emma is good. Oh, I thought Anna is good. Oh, I thought I'm is good. But now, so Sometimes people will react on us that way because they see something on us that they don't like. And it's because of the habit that was formed in our lives. So we need to be very careful in that. Amy said yes. Edith said yes. Okay, so we need to be aware of that. We need to be mindful of ourselves. How do we act in front of people? How do we talk in front of people? How do we speak in front of others? How do we think when we're doing something? So we need to be mindful. Are we helping others? Are we not affecting other people's feelings? Are we not hurting them? Are we not showing a bad habit to them? So we need to be mindful of everything in our lives. Mindful of our thoughts, mindful of our feelings, mindful of our actions. Okay? So what else can we learn in breaking bad habits? Aside from enlisting, okay, Judy said, my problem is that I am always straightforward. I always show what I feel. Okay, let's do high five, Emma, because I'm that kind of person also. Even with my husband, sometimes he's telling me, you're not thinking straight when you're saying something, because whatever is on my mind, that will I say. But sometimes we just need to learn, because what we've been doing is sometimes a habit already, and we're not aware that we're offending other people already. So we just need to be aware and be very careful. Amy said we need to be very careful. Okay, so what else can we do aside from practicing mindfulness? If I love to be honest, yes, of course. All of us, we want to be honest, so we say things on a straightforward manner. Okay, so what else can we do? Replace the habit with a different one. So if you have a habit of eating candy, what will you do, or what will you replace with a candy? Okay, can I ask you if you can say something like you're having a habit of just chewing candy. This thing is very common to those who have been smoking. Like, to remove smoking on their lives, they replace it with candy. But candy is not healthy also. If I love something, I just say, yeah, that's true, Emma. It's really true. Okay, so replace the habit with a different one. So when you love eating candy, what would be your replacement of a candy? Who wants to answer that? Maybe you can suggest something. You can give your insight. Like, you love to eat candy, but it will ruin your teeth. It will give you tooth decay and toothache. So what would be your replacement for candy? Yeah? It can be like, if you love eating candy and it becomes a habit already, instead of eating candy, you can change it with dried fruit. Because dried fruit, or replace candy with, oh yeah, I just said it, Judy. Thank you, Judy, for your input. That's really correct, very correct. Yep. So with the candy, replace it with dried fruit. Dried fruit. How about soft drinks? What will you drink instead of soft drinks? Any suggestions? So with the soft drinks, Maybe replace it with real fruit juice, extracted fruit juice without sugar. That's one thing that I love here in Australia, because when they're selling juice, it's really real juice without sugar. Unlike in our country, in the Philippines, when you buy juice, it tastes like sugar and it doesn't taste like real fruit juice. So with the soft drinks, replace it with juice or water. Well, they said, well, the taste is different. It's not the same. Yeah, but if you know for sure that soft drinks will affect your health, then why go for it? Just go for the healthy soft drinks. I don't like fizzy drinks. Yes, me too. That's great, Judy. Oh, that's great, Emman. Me too. I don't like. I just want the real fruit juice or smoothie. I love smoothie, especially this time. It's summer here in Australia. I always tell my husband, let's make smoothie. I will just buy mango, apple, strawberries, blueberries, and make smoothies out of them. It's so yummy and healthy. So when you have harmful habits, like you uh, Judy said, okay, Eman said drink fresh juice instead. That's true. That's really good. Instead of dwelling on soda or soft drinks, just drink fresh juice. Okay, in your country, Eman, uh, are the fruits cheaper? Because in the Philippines, we can afford just the simple kind of fruits. But when it comes to apples, oranges, grapes, strawberries, they're very expensive in the Philippines. But here in Australia, it's fine. Okay, I said replace it with lemon and honey. Yes, lemon and honey. I'm always doing it. I'm always using it. Morning and evening, I have honey and lemon. I mix it with the tea. We have tea in the morning and in the evening. Okay, Edith said, yes, just drink water every day. That's great. Water is the best. But it's just sometimes people are fuzzy. They want to taste something different aside from tasting the just plain water. Okay, who among us are fond of leaving reminders? Like making reminders just to remind us that we need to be careful of doing something. Judy, okay. Emma said a little bit. Okay. Like leave yourself reminders. In the fridge. Who's fond of using stickers? The sticky notes. I'm fond of using sticky notes when I'm doing a work or something for work. I will just stick it on my table in the office, and it will remind me of something. But like we have the fridge, we just stick something on the fridge so that whenever we open the fridge, we can see, oh, I can see the note there. Don't eat chocolate. Don't drink soft drinks. Or anything that will remind us of something so that we will be aware that we don't have to do it, or we don't have to eat it, or we don't have to use it. If we're struggling because of the habit, because we know that it's already becoming bad, sometimes it gives us anxiety and depression. Like for those people who are gaining weight and they're doing everything that they can do to get rid or to lose weight, they're feeling desperate already because they're doing exercise, they're avoiding some fatty food or sugary food, but they're still gaining weight. It comes to a point that they have this kind of anxiety and depression already, and it's not good for the health. Yeah. So what we're gonna do with this kind of situation, we need to get some tips or get some suggestions and ideas how to avoid or how to manage anxiety and depression. Because if you have anxiety and depression in your life, it will definitely affect you in the future. Okay, Eman said, yes, I stick my notes because I forget very fast. We're the same, Eman. I easily forget things this time because of my age. So sticking notes is a good thing. Actually, I even my husband, I always tell my husband, can you remind me about this one? Can you remind me, like tonight, because I'm watching The Voice Australia. I love singing. You know, I love singing. I love to watch singing contests like The Voice, The X Factor, American Idol. I love to watch those. So I told my husband, remind me at 7:30 tonight. I'm going to watch The Voice because he's at work, so he's gonna be reminding me tonight. Edith said, I eat pepino salad. Okay, that's great. Cucumber salad is just like water, so it's good for your body, it's good for your skin, it's good for your health. Okay. Are we, what else can we share about breaking bad habits? I said get tips to help or manage anxiety and depression. Are we prepared for sleep ups? Are we are we prepared if something won't go well? Like if there are some setbacks because of what we're doing, are we prepared for the consequence of that? We don't. Okay, we watch them too. Oh, you have the voice in your country. That's great. Yeah, they're good. Just for a pastime. Oh, God's grace, Ruchika, thank you for coming. How are you, my friend? I'm fine, thank you. I know you're always busy in your live streaming, and I don't really have much time, but you know, I'm always here to support each one of you. Okay, so, okay, Emman said, and Top Chef is our favorite program. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if we have Top Chef in Australia, but we have many different kinds of cooking show. Yeah, and I may said yes, stick the reminders on board. Yes, that would be a great help, especially at our age that we easily forget something. It's really good that we have some reminders. Okay. Okay, so another way of breaking bad habits is that let go of the all or nothing mindset. Thank you, God's grace, Ruchika. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're discussing about breaking bad habits. Okay, we need to let go of the all or nothing mindset. We have that mindset here already in our minds. Like, I'm fat, I'm really fat, I'm an obese. So it's already there. So you don't want to do anything else to lose weight because it's already on your mind that you're a fat or an obese person. But that's not helping you. So if we're binging on food, we always eat food and we can't stop ourselves. Oh, it's already me. I always want to eat. I always want to eat. We always say that. But that's just a mindset. If you have the bad habit of smoking, you will just say, I can't get rid of it. I'm used to it already since I was young. I always want to do it. But no, it's not good. If you have that habit of drinking soft drinks, oh, since I was young, I'm always drinking soft drinks, so it's part of my life already. I can't live without it. But that's really wrong. It's just a mindset. But that's wrong. We know that we can live without soft drinks. We know that we can live without too much sugar. We know that we can live without cigarette or any addictions we have in our lives or any habits we have in our lives. We know we can battle against our mindsets and we'll be able to overcome that mindset because it's just a mindset and we can change it. We just need to let go of that all or none mindset. Okay? Now, what else? How can we change a bad habit? We need to start small. We need to start small. Okay? So, what does it mean? What do I mean to say? It means we need to get rid of one habit at a time, not all at once. We can't get rid of everything at once. Yeah, Cora said sugar is bad for us. Amy said, true kapatid, good, God is good all the time. Yep. Okay, so we need to start small. We need to get rid of one habit at a time, step by step. It's manageable that way. We can't get rid of everything at once. Like, I want to get rid of smoking. I want to get rid of cigarettes. It won't happen overnight. We need to start small. I want to get rid of sweets. You can't get rid of sweets at once because your taste, okay, your taste bud is already used of the sweetness. So start small. Maybe if you love to eat like 5 chocolates a day, you can just remove one at a time. Okay, 4 tomorrow, 3 the next day, 2 the next day, 1, and then gradual, gradual, gradual process until such time you will not be uh, like craving for it anymore. Okay. Okay, Emma said, my very bad habit is getting nervous quickly. You know, I'm a teacher. Yeah, I know. Yeah, sometimes we get nervous of something. But, yeah, and because you're nervous, you tend to do some habitual acts, like maybe uh, scratching your head, biting your fingernails. Uh, Cora said, little by little we can achieve this bad habit. Yeah, little by little we can get rid of the bad habit. Okay, nobody among us is not nervous of something. Actually, there are times I have sleepless night because I just feel like I'm nervous. Amy said, if you are willing to change, you can. Yes, because if there's a will, there's a way. If you are willing to change, you'll make a way to change yourself. It's just that simple. But, yeah, and Amy said you can do it gradually. That's true. You can do it gradually, one step at a time, one at a time. Don't say to me, oh, I was able to get rid of everything already. I was able to get rid of all my bad habits already. Because you know it's not true. And you know that it won't happen overnight. You need to do it little by little. Start small, one habit at a time. You know, sometimes, okay, Cora said, yes, that's true. Willingness is a must. Okay, that's true, my dear sister. You know, sometimes the change of environment will help us break the bad habit. You know? It's our environment. Okay, just I'll give you one example. Who among you loves to buy uh, food outside, the takeout menus? Who among you loves to eat outside or outdoors? Like, oh, you always want to buy food outside, cooked food, or maybe takeaway food or fast food. Who among you loves to do that? Hey, Maple Cook, how are you? Thank you for coming. We're discussing about bad habits. Maybe you can help me with this, my brother. Okay, we're discussing about bad habit, and we're trying to figure out how we can break bad habits in our lives. Okay, okay. Emma said, I don't like eating outside. Yes, because you love to cook, Emma. Just like Maple Cook. Maple Cook loves to cook. Uh, Emma, you can check Maple Cook. He's a very good friend. He loves to cook different kinds of food, especially Japanese food, and it's really yummy. Okay, you can check Maple Cook. He's really good. He's a friend of mine, and he's doing well when it comes to cooking. I can't do what he's doing, but he's really good at that. Okay, let's proceed with the bad habits. Yeah, especially after the pandemic. Yes, actually that's true, Emma. We're avoiding to buy something outside also because with this pandemic, you can get the infection through air. So who knows that it's already in the food. Oh yeah, thank you, Emma. He's a good friend. Okay, you know, uh, I'm afraid, really, I'm afraid. Sometimes, because I usually cook at home, just simple cooking. I'm not really a chef like Maple Cook. He's really good at cooking, and he's so fun and humorous when cooking. So it's like he's always happy when he cooks, and I'm not that kind of person. So I usually cook at home for our food. My reason is I prefer to cook at home because I know it's healthy and it's clean because I'm the one who cook it. And when we buy outdoors or when we buy takeaway food or fast food, we're not sure how they cook it and how clean is the kitchen or how clean are the utensils. So it's kind of scary. Just like the other day, we went to buy groceries and we bought the Mexican food. We just have it as a takeaway and we ate at home. But after we ate, we have tummy ache. So something was wrong with the food. And I told my husband that's the very reason why I want to cook our own food better. Oh yeah, Eman said cleaner and more safe and healthy. That's true, Eman. I agree with you on that. And also, it's yummier because it's according to our taste. Yeah. Okay, so as I've said earlier, to break the habit, we need to change our environment. So, like when you're fond of buying takeaway food, just think about it. How much are you spending in buying food outside? Whenever we buy food outside, I ask my husband, how much is that? But he's kind of annoyed with me when I ask the question, how much? And he said, it doesn't matter. You're not the one who's paying for it. It's me. But when I found out that he's spending like $40 on one meal only, and I said, oh my gosh, I could have saved the $40 and just uh, cook our own food. So if it's $40 for him only, if we're two, that would be $80, $60 to $80, and that's a lot of money. Like we can save more money because of that. So if you have that habit of just buying food outside, then change the environment and just cook your own food. Okay, If you're fond of going outside and you know that whenever you go out you have to spend something, especially when you want to go shopping, you know that the problem with shopping, when you go out, even if you don't need that thing or that object, your impulse is telling you buy that, and when you reach home you realize that you don't need the product that you bought. So just change the environment. Okay. uh, when we're good at scrolling on social media, now we're good at YouTube. we're good at browsing on YouTube. We're good at watching videos on YouTube. So they said we can break that habit by just reading a book, or like making a journal of what happened to your day, or uh, like having a hobby of rearing the plants, taking care of the plants. But the problem is we're in YouTube. And the reason why we're in YouTube, because we want to encourage others, we want to make friends, we want to interact socially with others. So we're kind of into YouTube. And I can say that it becomes a habit already, because when you start uh, sitting on a chair in front of the computer, you will not stop until you finish doing something. Like when I start watching the videos of our friends, of the viewers, I won't stop until I finish everything. And that's the problem. You stick to that. So my husband told me, just turn off the computer. Just go away from the computer. Like the other day, my eyes were hurt. My eyes were hurt not because of being always in the computer. It's because of the bathroom cleaner that I used to remove the molds. And when I sprayed it, it's too strong that it hurts both of my eyes. And because of that, I can hardly close my eyes. I even have to put Vicin on my eyes. So my husband told me, go away from the computer for many days so that it will not get worse. Yeah. And I did it. Yeah. Okay. Cora said I eat veggies because I love it. Oh, that's great, Cora. It's really good. Okay. Okay, change your environment. If you're just playing a game, it becomes your habit already of playing a game. So you can change your environment by stop playing your game and just tidy your house even 10 to 15 minutes a day, just for a change, so that you won't stay long in playing your game. So there needs to be a change of environment to be able to get rid of the bad habit. Because if that thing, if the habit you're doing is within you or in your environment, then you need to get rid of that, or you need to go away from that so that you will be able to avoid. Okay. Now, this is a kind of difficult thing to do to break the habit, the visualization of breaking the habit. Visualize yourself that you're breaking that habit. You're seeing yourself at the back of your mind, or even onwards, or ahead of you, or beyond. You see yourself breaking that bad habit. Can you do that? Do you think you can do that? Hopefully you can. Yeah? So how can we do that? How can we visualize ourselves breaking the habit? We don't need to stick to that habit. We don't need to be always doing that habit. We need to keep our hands busy with other things rather than doing that habit. Okay? Keep your hands busy with something to calm you. Sometimes our inner self or ourself will just say, oh, I really want to eat. Oh, I really want to use that. Oh, I really want to do that. But you know that you can get rid of that habit. Okay, Cora said, yes, beauty is environment. Okay, now here's another tip to break that bad habit. Practice self-care. You need to practice self-care. If you love yourself, practice self-care. How do you practice self-care on yourself? You need to make time. Hello, Elsa Fur. How are you? Thank you for coming again, my friend. It's great to see you here. Okay, so you need to make time for yourself to have a restful sleep. We need that. We really need that. Emman, can I ask you something? Since you started YouTube, are you having a restful sleep? Because the fact is, I'm not having a restful sleep anymore since I have this YouTube. How about you, Elsa Fur? When you start doing YouTube, are you having a good sleep? Are you still sleeping like 8 hours per night? Because to be honest with you, I'm just sleeping 4 to 5 hours per night because I need to give time to visit my friends in YouTube and to answer their comments, to watch their videos. Just stay here for a while. Okay, that's great. Are you sleeping well, Emma? Oh, hi, stay with me, Mona. How are you? Assalamualaikum. Same with you, my friend. Thank you for coming. Oh, we're all fine. We're discussing about breaking bad habits because it's kind of difficult if it will continue existing in our lives. Okay, so practice self-care, that's what I said, to be able to break that habit. I'm fine. Stay with me, Mona. Thank you very much. I'm fine. How about you? Are you okay? I have not been seeing you for a while. Thanks for coming anyway. So practice self-care. Make time for restful sleep. Eat regular, nutritious meals. See your healthcare provider if needed. Aim to be physically active most days. We need that. We need to be physically active most of the days. Now, I did not say that you can't, but we can, yeah? Take at least a time each day for hobbies, relaxation, or things that improve your mood, yeah? So, take time each day. Do your hobbies. If you have any hobbies, okay, you have to control yourself. Amy said you have to control yourself. Okay, what do you think are the things that we need to do to improve our mood? Yeah? Okay, Amy said, manage your time wisely. Thank you. Stay with me, Muna. Okay, take at least a time each day for relaxation and other things. Absolutely no. Okay. Okay, how long are you staying here in YouTube, Emman? how long are you giving time? Okay, how many hours are you giving for your friends? Like answering their comments, watching their videos. Because as far as I can recall, when I start watching the videos of friends and answering comments, it's taking me 5 to 6 hours. Because when I watch their videos, I'm watching fully. I always watch full, and when I respond to them, I always like, comment, and give a heart also. That's how I take care of my friends here in YouTube. But I seldom see Elsa Fur and Stay With Me Muna. Hopefully you will always visit my friends. So we'll take time, yeah? Take time to uh, do something for your hobbies, for relaxation. What kind of relaxation are you giving to yourself? Aside from sleeping. Hello, earning tips for you. How are you, my friend? We're discussing about breaking bad habits, and many of our friends here, like Emman, Judy's English World, Stay With Muna, Ami Abduhan, most of them are shared something already about the bad habits, how to break it, and they gave some input already. Okay, so how to break bad habits? Motivate yourself with rewards for success. Cora said, yes, don't waste your time in bad habit. Yeah, that's true. Motivate yourself with rewards for success. Acknowledge what you've done. How do you motivate yourself? Okay, thank you very much. Earning tips for you. Thank you very much, my friend. And I love watching your videos, especially the tutorial videos, because I'm just new here in YouTube and I'm learning a lot from you also. Thank you, my friend. So how do you motivate yourself with the rewards for success? You need to acknowledge that you've done good in breaking a bad habit. It's not instant. It's not at one time. It's a gradual process, but you need to acknowledge, oh, I'm doing great on myself when it comes to breaking that habit. Because a year, oh, okay. I've been here a year also, but I'm not that active before because I can't manage both, like doing something here online and then taking care of my job and everything. Hours? How many hours? You're thinking, Eman. So great. Okay. Okay, thank you. Earning tips for you. Thank you for that inspiration. Okay, thank you, my friend. That's really great. Okay, so breaking bad habits, give it time. There's a saying that says it takes 21 days to make or break a habit. But you know that 21 days is very unrealistic. It's not real. 21 days is not enough to make or break a habit. They said it will take at least 10 weeks or 2 to 3 weeks to break a habit or make a habit. So what they're saying, it's not for this kind of thing. That 21 days is not enough to make or break a habit. So, okay. just to uh, just to recap what we've discussed about breaking the habit, we need to be reminded of the three theories that develops around the habit, and that's the reminder, the routine, and the reward. And the tips that I gave to you when it comes to breaking the habit, yeah, they are the first, identify the triggers, and then you need to remove the trigger, yeah? Focus on why you want to change, enlist a friend's support, practice mindfulness, replace the habit with a different one, leave yourself reminders, get tips to help manage anxiety and depression, prepare for sleep apps, let go of the all or nothing mindset, start small, change your environment, visualize yourself in breaking the habit, practice self-care, motivate yourself with rewards for success, and give it time. Okay, Emman said, for motivation, I just visit my family and have a picnic. Oh, that's great, Emman. Really great. It's nothing better when you're with the family. You know, the family is the very source of our encouragement and support. And whenever we're with them, we feel strong. We feel really great. However, in my case, it's just me and my husband. So, yeah, sometimes we go out together with my sister-in-law. Well, I miss my family in the Philippines because we usually get together and just have karaoke and picnic and having fun, parties, swimming, everything, just to keep keep ourselves strong. Okay, we're about to finish in our live streaming, an interactive live streaming about a certain topic, breaking the bad habits. Do you have any questions, or do you have any suggestions or insights that you want to share with us so that we can discuss it? You can just feel free to type, and we'll see if we can talk about it, discuss about it, or we can affirm it with you. Because honestly, you've been very helpful during this live streaming, especially you, uh, Eman, Aime, earning tips for you, Ruthie, Cora, Editha, uh, and the rest. Yeah, you're very helpful, and we've really learned a lot today. So, any questions? Do you have something to say? Do you have something to share? Do you think this thing is very helpful? Uh, and if you have any suggestion of another topic that we need to discuss the next time I go live streaming, this is not just for me. This is for all of us. And by doing this, we will be able to strengthen ourselves. Oh, Elsa Fur, yeah, you too, Elsa Fur, you've been very helpful. Thank you very much. So, any questions, any suggestions, any input that you want to share with us today? Is there anything else that you want to say? Want to discuss? Aime, Emman, Elsafer, earning tips for you, Editha, Cora. If you have something to share, just feel free. I'll give you time to type something. And if you have any suggestion for the next topic, that would be great. I would really appreciate it. Yeah. Anything? Elsafer, thank you very much for coming. Emma, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Ruthie, Aime, learning tips for you. Editha, Abdullah, Cora, thank you very much for staying with me. It's a very big help for me that you stayed with me and you were able to share your insights, your ideas, and suggestions also. So, any topic that you want us to share the next time that we'll do live streaming? Anything? Or if you want to say something, just feel free to type. I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much for staying with me. It's my pleasure to share something to you and to be able to. Okay, Aime Abduan said, yes, it really helps. Okay, thank you very much. Do you have any suggestions for or thoughts about a certain topic for our next live streaming? I can't really say when because it depends on my availability. Since I'm a busy person also, it depends. But I'll see to. Okay, Eman said, thanks dear, I enjoyed watching and learning. Oh, thank you also because you've given us more input. You've shared your ideas also, and it's been a very interactive live streaming that we're not just talking. Okay, I'm not just talking about myself, we're talking about each other, and it's been a pleasure being with you. Yeah. Okay, so any suggestions of a certain topic that we can discuss on my next live streaming if you will be around? Hopefully you will be around because it's my pleasure to have you here with me. Just feel free, huh? Uh, by the way, Eman, how's life there during this pandemic time? Because here in Australia, uh, there are many infections, and even the school year uh, is being okay. Oh, thank you, Emma. Just keep glorying, my sweet sister. Okay, Editha Abduhan said, thank you, Emma. To help my family, brother and my sister. Okay, that's great, Editha. Thank you. Anything else before we will end? Okay, I will just wait for you to type something and we'll be done with this live streaming. I won't take much of your time because I know you're busy also. We're all busy and yep, we just need to help each other and discuss things. Okay, anything else? The last time I had my live streaming, we discussed about life's motivation. And today we discussed about changing bad habits. So anything else that you want to discuss? It would be helpful. Any suggestion? Thank you very much everyone for staying with me for a while. It's been a pleasure seeing you here. Thank you for giving your precious time. I know you're busy. You're doing things also. And you gave your time to join me on this live streaming. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm very happy. Oh, I dropped the iPad. Sorry. Okay. suggest helping me how to stop being angry. That's a good topic, Eman. That's really a good topic. Okay, let's see if we can prepare for that. How to get rid of anger, or how to help people to get rid of anger, because it happens in our lives. We usually get angry of something. Yeah, yeah, we'll see. As long as anyone will be around, we can discuss about that. Yeah, being angry. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, yeah, we have many infections here also, and just check this. Okay, so the infection here is high, and we have a new variant. I don't know if you've heard that, but they said uh, in the news, we have the Omicron. Now, this time we have the sub Omicron, another variant. So I'm kind of fearful and afraid to go out because of this. Like, we did not even get rid of, the first one, the COVID-19, and then all of a sudden we have the Delta, and then the Omicron, and then there's a sub Omicron again. I don't know what. Hello, Monsef, how are you? It's great to see you here, my friend. We're about to finish in our live streaming. Yep, thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. Okay, so with this infection, we just need to be aware of ourselves. This is just a little or small reminder to thanks Elsa Fair for saying we need to always wash our hands. Whatever we're doing, wherever we go, always wash hands, always put alcohol, and don't remove the mask, because the mask has a very big help in helping us avoid the, because it's an air infection. It's on the air. So if you're everywhere and you're not wearing mask, you will be really prone to that virus. So just use mask, and not just the ordinary mask, but the mask that can protect you. Uh, the mask that will not allow the filter to get in your nose and your mouth, because this virus is very deadly. Yeah, we need to do our best to avoid this kind of infection. Uh, I'm not sure if in your area you're having the rapid antigen test for free, or do you buy for it? Because here, in some areas, there are some free rat tests, but in some areas you need to buy because they're running out of stock, and people don't want to go to the queue, don't want to go to the COVID center and be on a long queue just to have the test. So they're using the rapid antigen test to see if they're infected or not. Okay, so we're going to finish our live streaming. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for uh, spending your time with me. It's very valuable. It's very helpful. and we have a very meaningful live streaming. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your presence here, and I hope to see you again soon. Yeah? Okay, have a nice day, everyone. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you. Uh, God bless us all. Thank you. Thank you, Eman. Have a great day.